Hello there everyone, my name is Skralo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can hear in my voice, I'm still freaking sick, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be providing content for you guys and girls because today is very important. It's going to be some hopium scenarios and some hopium cases that I want to discuss in this video and some upside targets potentially even, despite all the probabilities of us actually going downwards, despite the fact that we have really terrible PCE, that we have terrible inflation despite everything that the Fed is doing, despite the fact that we are hanging by a thread and seeing this Lehman moment of Credit Suisse and Deutsche Bank. And I really want to take a look at this and answer literally why are we pumping when everything is so bad. I'm going to also tell you what am I doing with my short trade, how am I seeing it, what are the price targets and all of this. So if you're wondering as to how a high risk asset can pump during everything that we're seeing in the markets right now, then this video is perfect for you. And as the title has said it, Powell and the United Nations are coming to the rescue. But yeah, I'm going to explain exactly what this means. So if you're brand new to the channel, please consider subscribing. A lot to learn here. We're doing really well this year. Not in every trade, I'm the Mr. Spot On, but still call me Mr. Spot On down in the comments because not everyone can get every single trade right. And I always admit it if I do get a occasional trade wrong here and there. But I always at least explain the reasons behind it. So yes, consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell, and also hitting that like button, because as you can hear in my voice, it's not that sexy Tom Scrollo voice, it's just the actual sickness type of voice. So anyway, I already showed you Lehman Brothers moment and this terrible PCE that, to be honest, should be sending the prices down because Fed ought to be tightening more. And if they're going to be tightening more, then we're going to see this, Lehman Brothers moment come for sure. But now we've been waiting yesterday for a big move. And if you haven't watched my previous video, go and watch it. Because I told you that the big moment was coming because the Fed had the expedited meeting planned. And I know that Fed often does expedited meetings. But as of right now, with everything that we're seeing, everything that we see happening right now, all the fragility of the market and the terrible PCE reading, which puts the Fed in a very tough spot, we thought that we could see something come out of this meeting, but that's why I'm saying that Fed came to the rescue of the market, but nothing came of it. So if you're gonna pause the video right here and just read this whole thing, it was just undisclosed, closed, and nothing. It was just boring. We were waiting for basically nothing, unfortunately. So unusually, when there is no negativity, it's taken as a positivity. So that's why we had this kind of a squeeze here, then another squeeze here, and break above with a target of about 19,800. I haven't taken it. It's just longing high risk asset in this macro environment is just, for me, is just too painful. If you're just a technical trader, that's absolutely fine. And when we're gonna launch our Discord channel with signals, with just TA, that's fine. That's takeable. Just for me, I had a different outlook for this trade completely. And then besides this, what we had come out was this article right here where the United Nations called on the Federal Reserve and other central banks to halt interest rate increases. So they were just basically pleading to stop it because the Federal Reserve and other central banks, according to UN, are risking pushing the global economy into a recession. So we are seeing this is also as a positive because, if the UN is going out there and, sounding the alarm that the Federal Reserve is about to break something, they might start listening. Again, they cannot control what the Fed does, and the Fed that's why we wanted to see, is it gonna reaffirm the hawkishness, sending the prices going downwards because of the PCE and their aim to actually bring down the inflation to 2%, or are they gonna say that we're gonna pivot just like UK and Japan for the time being? This would send the price rallying. So but since nothing happened and this article came out from United Nations, we saw a slight pump. So this is really the explanation. But now what to expect next, in my personal humble opinion. Now let's talk about the fun. And guys and girls, remember, if you want to be trading actively yourself, longing, shorting Bitcoin or really any other cryptocurrency, there is 3 links down below in the description of this video as well as in the pinned comment to $12,700 in initial deposit bonuses, $600 with Binance, up to $8,000 with Bybit, and up to $4,100 in initial deposit bonuses with Bybit. Go use those insane bonuses. So right now, what we can expect from the price, there are technicals as well as macro and fundamentals, which for me are more important. So let's talk about the more important stuff first. That is going to be, for one, we really want to see the interest rate decision, the next one. So, but the next one is going to be only in November. So November the 2nd, and right now the market is 55% is pricing in another 0.75 basis point rate hike, but again shows a very good chance it could be 0.5%. Just seeing all these things starting to pile up, and this big risk of financial meltdown, etc., could be 0.5%, and this could be this moment of slight Fed pivot, and this could be, this kind of an expectation could be very bullish actually, because with everything that is happening. Now also one more important thing to consider is going to be CPI reading, which is going to come much sooner, which is going to be on October the 13th. So, but the most important one again is going to be the Federal Reserve interest rate decision. So by actually not doing anything and not disclosing the contents or not making a statement yesterday, Federal Reserve actually extended this for the whole October. So it gave the market a breather for the whole October to contemplate and think like what the Fed is going to do. But because until then, unless they're going to hold something emergency or something out of the ordinary, then we're not going to really hear much from them in terms of their monetary policy. So this brings us to the technicals then, because if we're seeing this pump and it gives us a whole October to wait until the actual real decisions that are going to actually indicate whether the Fed is going to start to pivot a little bit. This gives us the target because again, it's going to be, because as I said, no news is good news. And remember, guys and girls, if you want to learn how to do all these things properly, you want to learn how to do these things yourself and trade like a professional, then go to offer.thomaskrallo.com and become one of my students today with a 50% discount, a recession offer where I cover half of the tuition myself. And at the end of 5 months, you will be a certified and accredited trader with a certified and accredited trading diploma mailed to your doorstep. Very professional education where you learn everything from TA to MA, FA, OA, etc. All one-stop shop place to go. And right now we extended it for another 50 seats, this 50% off. There's about 20-30 seats left. So go to offer.thomaskrallo.com and become one of my students today. For my short trade, really, I think I'm going to be stopped out very soon, but so be it. I accept it. I accept the battle lost on the short trade, and right now, because this is my exit queue, so to speak, because here we have this confirmation, this confirmation, this confirmation. As soon as we stabilize above here and just potentially move off, this is where I'm just gonna cut it loose. It's a small 7 Bitcoin short trade, so in comparison to all the huge profits we've taken on previous trades, I can afford it. It's fine. It's not nice, but Mr. Spot On cannot be always right every single day. So those of you who taken a long here, both technically as well as based on Powell not saying anything, that's good for you. I was just holding my horses that I didn't really want to overtrade. But as of right now, it seems that our target is going to be at least around maybe 21K. So if you want to be longing it, be my guest. I'm just not going to do it out of a principle, simply because, with the current macro environment, the spot position that I'm holding on Bitcoin, which is huge, is good enough for me in terms of a long trade than to actually take on extra leverage in this instance, because I don't really believe we're gonna rally to anything like $25,000 or $28,000 yet. What I'm thinking is we're gonna still probably have some kind of an impulse, maybe get slowed down by 21K, maybe jog along, go down. So I'm not saying, the price go down, obviously, for obvious reasons, but do I really see the price going and absolutely doing a crazy breakout right now on, some kind of creating a massive relief rally just based on the fact that Powell might be pivoting? This is the kind of, this could be an event of buying the rumors and selling the news. Again, just like we've seen with the merge of Ethereum. tell me if that's what you think, because if that's what you think, then go over onto BitGet right now and long the shit out of Bitcoin. As for myself, I'm still sick, so maybe I'm delusional, but I'm gonna keep my hands away for the time being. And guys and girls, I'm gonna link a tutorial to Bybit right here, because Bybit has a really good alternative exchange. They have a really cool features, and I've done a huge tutorial on Bybit. You can click on it, watch how I'm doing my analysis, how to use everything, all the features, etc. Make some noise down in the comments for Mr. Spot On, even when Mr. Spot On is not Mr. Spot On, and that will very much appreciate it for in terms of your support. And as always, stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.